continues to get an attorney. I heard.
She wants a continuance
to get an attorney.
Ask for a 2 week.
Okay.
Continuance.
Well, even if they give her a week, she going to file bankruptcy.
Yeah, but ask. Okay. Always ask for more time than you want.
Okay.
When John Clark Jr. was arrested with the charge of vehicular homicide, meaning that he used a vehicle and took someone's life, he registered in jail under his brother's name, Desmond Clark. So look at the picture, because I don't know, Tiger Bonding Company does not know whether the picture that you are looking at is John Clark Jr. or Desmond Clark. Somebody knows. If you know, call Tiger Bonding Company at area code 901-877-2245 and give the real identity of the person that you're looking at now on your screen. Vehicular homicide, meaning that he took a vehicle and took somebody's life. He needs to be captured. He needs to be off the streets. Is this John Clark Jr. or is this Desmond Clark? Call right now. Tiger Bonding Company, 901-877-2245, and give them the real identity. If you know where John Clark Jr. happens to be, call so that he can be taken off of the streets and put behind bars where he belongs.
If you want to hear the best in blues and southern soul, I invite you to join me daily from 6 a.m. until 10 Central Standard Time on 4 radio stations in Mississippi. WXTN 1000 AM, WONG 105.5 FM, WONG 1150 AM, all simulcast from WAGR 102.5 in Lexington, Mississippi. But what you didn't know is that you can also hear me on the radio in Memphis on AM 1600 WMQM from 6 until 9 Monday through Friday. Out of earshot of any of these radio stations, download the TuneIn app and listen to the entire show from 6 until 9. Just tune in to WAGR 102.5. Become a morning fan. Tune in to the Cussing Pastor Blues Network, broadcasting live Monday through Friday.
Give it to me with the freak side.
The following names and photos are persons who have committed crimes in Shelby County and missed their court dates where an elected judge has issued a warrant for their arrest. These individuals have also jumped bail with A-Plus Bonding Company, and the co-signers are now liable for the entire amount of the bond which they signed for. Latasha Ward, $10,000 bond. Felicia Thompson is the co-signer. Darian Davis, $7,000 bond. April Jeffries is the co-signer. DeMonte Sandoval, $10,000 bond. Jakikia Lawson is the co-signer. Monterio Tony, $13,500 bond. Mercedes Leak is the co-signer. Remember, co-signers are liable for the total amount of the bond. It is a crime to harbor or not report the whereabouts of any fugitive if you know where they are. There is a reward for any information that leads to the custody and the arrest of these fugitives. Call 901-730-2499. 901-730-2499. That's A-Plus bail. You need some extra money? Then become a bounty hunter. Yes, become a bounty hunter. Did you know that after you miss a court date, a bonding company has to pay a bond completely off in 180 days? Well, Clark Bell Bond Company at 558 Poplar Avenue is looking for Terrell Cannell, and there is a $500 bond on his head if you can turn him in or call them and tell where he is. Jennifer Richardson, they're looking for you too. There's a $1,000 bounty on your head. Your bond was signed by Doe Angela Johnson. Doe Angela Johnson, you do know you're responsible for this money right now. Call John if you know where either of these persons are at area code 901-949-5470. Get yourself some lunch money, some dinner, some school supplies. Tiger Bonding Company, located at 311 Exchange, downtown Memphis, has clients who have gotten out of jail but refuse to make their court appearances. Thus, their bonds have been forfeited and a judge has issued a warrant for their arrest. Tiger Bonding Company needs your help and has a monetary bounty on the heads of those who are missing. And you can earn yourself some extra dollars by calling their company and turning these individuals in. Cypron Pre, $250 bond. Marquez Ballard, $1,000 bond. Skylar Maxwell, $500 bond. Eric Davenport, $500 bond. Jocks Holden, $250 bond. Gregory Reed, $500 bond. Anquan Harris, a $1,000 bond. Earn yourself some Easter money or some bill money by calling Tiger Bonding Company and putting these people where they belong, back in jail. And remember, if you are the person that signed for their release, you are liable for the entirety of the bond, not just the premium. Call Tiger Bonding Company right now and get yourself some munties. It's lunchtime, and I'm inviting you to eat at one of the places that I eat. Crumpy's Hot Wings Midtown. Man, that's a brand that's been in the Memphis area for over 32 years. Located at 1607 Madison Avenue in Midtown. And man, I'm finna have me some lunch. Love this chicken. Let me dip a little bit of this chicken in here. Fried green tomatoes. Man, this is good. And I'm inviting you, if you're in the Midtown area, you're downtown Memphis, if you work in the hospitals, you work downtown, you can get as many pieces of chicken as you want, from 5 pieces all the way to 100 pieces. And look, and just looking at here, they get all various flavors. Sweet red chili, honey garlic, sweet teriyaki, zesty lemon pepper, and it goes on. They also have hush puppies. They also have fish. They've got all types of burgers and all types of sandwiches. So for your lunch, the place that you need to go is the place that I come to, and that is Crumpy's Midtown. Y'all excuse me, I ain't got no mouths for they come eating this chicken. Look, if you spend $20, they will deliver to you. They've got, let's see who they got. They got Grubhub, they got
I'm eating this chicken now. This chicken good now. Uber Eats and DoorDash. And guess what? They're open 7 days a week. Monday through Thursdays from 10:30 a.m. to 10 o'clock at night. Fridays and Saturdays from 10:30 until 2 a.m. And on Sundays from 11 o'clock until 7 p.m. Get out of church and come by Crumpets, a name that has been in Memphis for over 32 years. Chicken, French fries, fried green tomatoes. Y'all think how thick that is? An accessory of anything else that you want to eat. Come on, join the custom pastor at Crumpets Hot Wings Midtown. And as I heard somebody say once, you sure will be glad you did.
I love Memphis. I'm a lifelong Memphian. And as you well know, my public service career spans over 30 years in Memphis. I served 12 years as school superintendent, and then the citizens of Memphis elected me for 5 consecutive times as the mayor of this great city. Today, it saddens me to see my hometown in a critical crisis. In fact, it is quite embarrassing. I know after serving as mayor for 17 and a half years, I know the type of leadership that our city needs. And please believe me, we need proven leadership. This is not the time for on-the-job training. We need proven leadership. In my opinion, and this is my opinion, as I look at all of the candidates that have announced thus far, there's not a single one that is prepared to give this city the type of leadership it needs at this critical moment in our history. For these reasons and more, I have decided to offer my candidacy for mayor in the 2023 election. You've trusted me with this important leadership role in the past, and I'm asking you to trust me again. If I'm your choice once again, I pledge to serve this city faithfully and to make sure that Memphis is a city that we all love.
All right, this is the one you've been waiting for. This is the one everybody's been talking about. You got DJ Superman. This is the original one I do on the radio on Hot 107.1 with Dr. Harrison. Get the hell out of my office. You want it? Here we go.
Value. Crazy. Value. Lucid. Value. Crazy. Value. Lucid.
Some guy comes up to my office with a contrived media stunt, demanding that I come out, and he's very nasty to my staff. How do you think I'm going to feel? Do you think I'm going to be pleasing for him to be in my office? No. I meant just what I said. He needs to get the hell out of my office. 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 He needs to get the hell out of my office.
If you wanna know what's Thaddeus, if you wanna grow, ask Thaddeus, he will let you know, yeah. What's Thaddeus? It's the Thaddeus Matthews Show. He's not afraid to tell the truth. He is the one that will inform you about all those jokers that are doing wrong. You cross the line and then it's on. Sometimes the other news don't get it right. They don't get it right. But Daddy does his homework every night. What's local news, world news,
And just when you thought it was safe, it ain't. How you know it ain't safe? Because I'm here. At any time that I am here, it ain't safe for any motherfucker in this city. Whether if you are a politician or preacher or whatever the hell you happen to be, I have no respect of person. I'll talk about anybody. I talk about the dead. I'll talk about the living. I'll talk about your mamas, your daddies, your aunties, your grandmammas. Some say that I'm rude, crude, and impolite. And guess what? They're absolutely right. This is not a politically correct program. I don't just say things that make you feel good or sound good. If it is what it is, then that's what I do. I give you the what it is. You know, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't care about hurting your feelings. I talk about the living, and I'll talk about the dead. You don't respect the dead. Why I gotta respect the dead? I didn't kill them. And I get that sometimes. You talk about someone so and he dead. And why you mad at me because he dead? I didn't kill him. I didn't even go to the funeral. So why you getting mad at me? Because I voiced my sentiments or my opinions about dead folk. Fuck them. I have no reason to be politically correct. I'm in open conversation tonight. That means that I have a multiplicity of things that I may talk about or people that I may talk about. And don't get offended if I hit a subject that is not to your liking. I am enjoying this virtual bounty hunting business that I've started. You know, all these people that are not going to court and bonding companies right now are not making money because the way the system is set up now, these judicial commissioners that have been appointed by the Shelby County Commission is letting folk just walk out of jail on their own reconnaissance. And then they let you walk out and then give you a free lawyer. That is what is happening in Shelby County. This new bonding system that they have put in place, it keeps bonding companies from making money. So I go after their forfeitures. If you miss court, the bonding companies have 180 days to make sure that you
appear before a judge, or they got to pay off the whole bond. When your loved one or you go to jail, and let's say you've committed a capital offense and your bond is $100,000. The premium, the insurance premium, because all a bond is an insurance policy. The bonding company makes their money off of your 10% of the $100,000. And many of you are foolish enough to put your name on somebody's bond. You gotta be dumb as shit. You got a relative that you know is a criminal. You know that he'll steal, he'll carjack, he'll break in somebody's house, he'll snatch a pocketbook, he'll rape and rob and maim. But because he's your grandson or your son, your brother, your cousin, your ignorant ass signs a goddamn bond. If you sign $100,000 bond, you do know that the bonding company can sue you for the $100,000, right? Yeah. If you have put up your house for the $100,000, you do know that the bonding company can take your house, don't you? But this is what is going on, and you let your relatives in jail convince you to put your name on a piece of paper. So that's the reason I started this virtual bounty hunting service. On YouTube, I have over 3 million people that view me a year. The law of averages says that if I put your face on the screen, the law of averages is everybody watches this show. The law of averages says somebody gonna recognize you. If you got a job, that's Pookie. Work over there. He drives the forklift. What did it say? They got $1,000 reward. Let me call them and get this $1,000. That's what happened with last week. That's a young lady by the name of True Valentine. The night that I put her face on the screen for the first time. That night, the bonding company got a phone call from somebody whispering. That means that they were right there where they were. Bounty hunters were able to come and scoop her up. So I'm offering this service to all of the bonding companies in the Mid-South. If you live in some other part of the world and you think that you got a bonding company in Chicago and you think that the person that you're looking for is in the Memphis market, contact me. I charge $500 a person. And I run it until that person is called. $500. So I now want to offer the service. If you're looking for your baby's daddy, you've been trying to get him in court. You got a picture of him. You know who his mama is. And it's worth $500 to you to put him on the screen on this show. I'm going to infiltrate my radio show with these same companies. If you're looking for your long lost daddy, come see the bounty hunter. Let me find your lost daddy, your long lost daddy. Maybe you don't know where your mama is. She got on that crack. Started selling pussy on the street. And you don't know where your mama is. You got a picture of your mama? Let me put your mama on the screen so I can put you back together again with your mama. You got a long lost relative? Let me find your relative for you. I have databases. Let me find your peoples. I go after anybody that I'm paid. Who's that in my door? Anybody that I'm paid to go after. I don't do no charity work. I don't care if you ain't seen your dad in 20 years. You got a picture of your daddy? You got some information on your daddy? What part of town he may live in? Then let's go and find your daddy. he may be looking for you too. This fella right here, Tiger Bondin is looking for him. This guy here, John Clark Jr., ran over somebody and killed them. He's charged with reckless vehicular homicide. But he had his brother's ID when they got him, and he went to jail using his brother's ID. Desmond Clause. So the warrant is for Desmond Clark, not John Clark. Desmond's black, about 197 pounds, 5'11", born February 22, 1986. Look at that picture. I don't know whether that's the mama a lot of background noise and low volume. Volume ain't low. Motherfucker, turn your ragged ass TV or whatever it is up. Let me call the bonding company. I ain't gotta ask people shit. I don't give a fuck. If you can't hear, brother, I don't give a fuck. Shit. Ain't nobody complaining but you.
Yeah.
Hey man, this Thaddeus.
Yo.
Yeah, this Thaddeus. Did y'all get John Clark?
No.
Or that other fellow you told me?
No, you can just run it like it is.
Huh? He didn't turn himself in, or your bounty hunters weren't able to get him? They couldn't trick him?
No.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep on talking about that was Davenport, wasn't it? Eric Davenport.
Yeah.
Okay. So Eric Davenport didn't show up.
Well, no, we don't want to say that. We don't need it. No, he wasn't supposed to walk in. There's just some other stuff going on. So we don't want to know it like that. Cause that'll probably get somebody hurt.
On John Clark, did y'all ever find out the information about his mama?
No, I'm gonna try to get it in the morning. That girl was in court all day. She got the keys to the thing, to the cabinets with all the files.
Well,
So she's in court. I don't know what she had some real business to take care of this morning, but I can make sure. I know for sure I'll be able to get it tomorrow.
all right, well, text me his mama's name, because I'm going to call the mama and say, Mama, turn on your TV and tell me which one of these sons is this. Is this John or is this Desmond? Because
Yeah.
I heard Mike say, well, let's go and look for Desmond Clark. Lock up Desmond Clark. Desmond Clark, if this is not you, your picture right now on the screen, you need to call down to the bonding company and say, that ain't me. That's my brother. Because you're going to get an entanglement. They're going to lock your ass up. Because the warrant, Desmond, is in your name. Your name. Your brother is taking advantage of you. He misusing you. Stole your name. He must have had your social security number. And when they arrested him, he gave him your name, not his name. A low down, dirty dog. Y'all need to put this motherfucker here out y'all family. Of the Clarks. Put him out your goddamn family. All right, brother. Well, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Now, if I'm being told that Desmond Clark also has a warrant for child support. Let me see. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. His picture of y'all on the warrant. Let's see if these are the two same pictures. Let's see. Desmont. Okay. Miss Alexi? Hello?
Hello?
Miss Alexa, this is Thaddeus.
Hello?
This is Thaddeus.
Hello?
Miss Alexa, can you hear me?
Wait a minute. Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can, but you're breaking up real bad. Can you hear me?
Are you going through the hills of Tennessee?
Yeah, we are right outside of Jackson.
Okay. Miss Alexa is the chairman, the new elected chairman of the Shelby County Democratic Party. I think she's been chairman now 2 weeks.
Okay, so 1 week.
1 week. And it's all over the news. I've seen it even on the national news about the expulsion of.
I can't hear him. He's breaking up real bad. Should we pull over? I don't think it's going to do any good with this rain coming down.
You can't hear me, Lexi.
I know he's talking. I can't hear him. Can you hear him?
Lexi, I can hear you. I know that you're traveling to Nashville.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Lexi.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a lot of conversation about.
I can tell you the reservation.
3 legislators.
Say again, Thaddeus.
There is a.
Yes, it's in her name.
There is a lot of conversation.
Thaddeus.
Yes, yes, I hear you, Lexi. I wanted to talk to Lexi about 3 legislators that are Democratic legislators that are set to be expelled in the morning by the Republicans. I believe that these legislators will be because the Republicans hold a super majority in the state house. And I don't know. See, I'm really trying to find out what really took place. I saw this new boy, Pearson, with a bullhorn on the floor, the State House floor. And I don't know what it's all about, but I do know that Republicans are saying that they broke decorum. They violated some policies, and for that they've been pulled from their committees, and the House wants to expel them. Expelling them means sending them home, and that their particular offices will become vacant. They're firing 3 state legislators. And I was trying to get the information on what is really going on that is causing all of this excitement. And somebody said it came up after the shooting in Nashville, talking about gun laws. I got a call today from Brent Thompson.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
Okay.
Hey, what up, Dad?
Brent,
Yes, sir.
I tried to talk to Alexi on the air.
And Fred told me you called him twice while I was on the phone with him. Fred Doris.
Okay.
Yeah, he's at the redistricting. Let me tell you. Oh, I'm glad you called. I just got an article from Knoxville from Mike Harris. I'm reading it now, but let me say what it says now. It says most likely will be expelled. Man, I'm praying hard. I'm praying hard, Doc. But now I did get it right. One thing Fred told me to tell you. He said, tell everybody. He said, y'all missed the whole thing. That is, they're saying it from what, Fred pays good attention to Google. He said, they're saying that this vote is nonpartisan. They're expecting Democrats to cross over. Some Democrats from East Tennessee. Yes, sir. At least two. They don't need but one. They don't need one. So he said, don't go by that 73 because they anticipate that at least one or two may cross over. What we've got to hope and pray for is that somebody from the Republican Party, one or two more, do not show up. They need 73 votes. They've got 73 votes right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the beginning, Brent.
Okay.
What is this all about?
This is all about where last week, I think it was on Thursday, Friday, all about the whole thing. And, I stand with them. I have to say that. I know you do too because you stand for righteousness. About the guns happening at Covenant with the three that, think about it, that would kill. I think it was, was it 6 or 9 or something like that? It was a lot. And so they came over, they did a massive protest. And when they came in, obviously the legislature was not prepared. They had to call the state trooper. Somebody gave them a tip off. My understanding is when they went up there, they had all these damn rules that I should know, but it's been years, but I served. So they went up there, that is, and they held signs. I didn't know that was inappropriate. Gloria Johnson, who's the representative from Knoxville, there are 3 people. It's our own, think the world of him. Justin Pearson just won Barbara Cooper's seat. Just got sworn in, I think, on the 27th. You got the other guy, another Justin from Davidson County, Justin Jones, black guy, young, very articulate. I think this may be his first term like Justin, but he has committee assignments. So when they did it, they basically cut off the mic. They pulled out a bullhorn and proceeded to basically, address the issue. And it had all of these people that were there. They were outside and the gallery was packed, okay? And they wouldn't stop. And Speaker Sexton was constantly telling them they approached what they call the well, which is right up front. Like if you and your church would be right there, like where you would put people's bodies, right there in front of the legislature. Mm-hmm. And they persisted in doing that. And those people went crazy. It's on Facebook. But they really addressed the issue about gun violence. They wanted to do it that night. That's what I'll send this article to you. They wanted to expel them that night, but they didn't know if they had the votes. So the next day they got, from what I understand, with the Democratic caucus, some members of the Black caucus, and all of these allegations about expelling them. I had no idea it was that serious. I mean, like you said earlier, they deactivated their, what do you call it? Their entry passes, like the card you get in if you work at Fed. Mm-hmm. They have taken all their committee assignments, and that I just saw when I was talking to you on MSNBC. They now told them that either you can resign and keep your health care and the benefits, or if they expel you, which I didn't know this, you don't get nothing. But the article I'm reading, since you called, it says that they can be reinstated. They can go right back to their local county commissions and ask to be reinstated. And get this, if they hold a special election, they could run for the seat again. I'm almost certain that Justin Pearson would win again. I think that all of them would. But it's a hot mess, though. It's one hot mess. This article, I just got it from Mike. It says they will most likely be expelled, but every Republican's got to show up. They're 99, 73 are Republicans, 26 are Democrats.
So
it has to be done by a 2/3 majority vote. It's not a 50% vote, as we said earlier. It's a 2/3 vote, which is exactly 73.4 votes. Think about it.
All right. So let's go back to what the fact is. The fact is that the Republicans in the House hold a super majority.
They, as you would say, they hold a super majority. You were right on the money. They hold a super majority. That means they can override everything. They don't need anybody, but they need every Republican. 73. They hold a super majority. Great.
So if all of the Republicans vote to expel these 3 Democrats, they ought to work.
They ought to work. And get this. Well, you know, one good thing that one of the elected officials said earlier is what you said. Justin has not accrued any pension. Justin has not, Representative Pearson has not accrued. So he doesn't lose a lot. He loses a position that he can come back and win. The other lady been there for a minute. She left and came back, Gloria Johnson. She's an older lady. She taught 27 years. She loses everything. Health care. I don't know about the pension. I know they said HR went to all 3 of them today, at the behest of the Republicans and said, look, you can go the easy route and resign and keep everything, or you can be expelled. If you're expelled, you automatically lose your health care. I would have to think that would be your pension, but I don't know. I'm going to try to find that out tomorrow. But they lose everything. They have a super majority, but every one of them would have to go there. I'm being told that at least 1, possibly 2 Democrats from East Tennessee are looking at voting with the Republicans. So they would have more than a supermajority. They'd have 74, 75, and that would really be shameful.
So what you're telling me is that there can be no protest on the Senate floor, on the House floor.
You say no what now? I couldn't hear you. What were you saying?
Protest. You can't.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Great question. I'll be honest, man. I don't want to sound dumb. I didn't know they can do that. I read the rules now. It's saying that they violated by holding a sign. They really violated by having the bullhorn.
No.
Somebody told me they cut off the mic. You're exactly right.
All right.
No protest. It's just unheard of. It's against First Amendment.
All right. Let's go to the bullhorn.
Okay. I saw that. I mean, I didn't actually hear it. I saw it on, on Facebook.
Right. I saw the video on the bullhorn.
Mm-hmm.
If it was not intentional,
I agree with you.
why would Justin Pearson have a bullhorn? I mean, you just don't keep.
No, I got you. Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
just
yeah.
walk around with a bullhorn. Was there? So was this event planned?
Well, let me tell you what you have to surmise. He's brilliant because he knew stuff that you and I didn't know. Think about it. You have to know that they would need 73 votes. If one person goes home early, they should do it all the time. You too. They don't have 73 votes, so they can't expel them. They can call for the vote again. They have to have 73 votes. Secondly, I am hearing, and I heard him say this. This is Representative Justin Pearson, that he was responding to those parents, to those kids. They were all in the hall. They called in like 60 or 70 state troopers. Somebody gave them a tip that this was going to happen. All the time I saw it was when I saw it on TV. And it took me like 2 or 3 days. I got to call one of the state reps telling me what had happened. And I turned the TV on. Of course, it's all on. He was on CNN last night, MSNBC now. I'll be honest with you, I don't know that. But I know this. If you back up, because I think you had something on your show, when he first had that issue with the dashiki, you remember that?
Right.
They were real upset then. Oh, God. You would have thought, what they don't like, come on, you know the system. They don't like anyone who would dare challenge authority. But when I was there, I mean, come on now. A lot of our Caucasian people, they come in there with cowboy hats. Come on now, the shirts with the little thing on there. How is that different than the dashiki? It wasn't a tie. We were required to wear a tie on the Lois T-Berry. I went in there without a tie one time, and Lois T-Berry took me back outside, okay? And John Ford, and I never did that again. I didn't know. I just had all the blue blazers on the shirt. I was going to go home. My collar was unbuttoned. How is that different than, you help me out now. There's no difference. I mean, come on.
But when you were there, Brent, we'll talk about 25, 30 years ago, wasn't it?
No, I agree, but I didn't know all this stuff. I promise you. Because think about it. It did never happen. When I first really learned about it, and you covered it very well, was under our Senator, Katrina Robinson.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like that. You covered it very well. I did not know. I had to go and read the law. And you know, the Republicans are heavy over there. I think it's only like 6 or 7. They got rid of her summarily. So when somebody called me yesterday, they said, well, one person who's an expert on expulsion would be her lawyers and her. Okay. And they probably need to hire some of those lawyers.
Okay.
Now think about it. Plus you asked earlier. That is, what's the appeal? Did they get rid of you tomorrow? There's got to be an appeal.
Well,
talk to me.
Here's my thinking on that, Brian, is that with the makeup of the supermajority,
73,
that there will be an expulsion tomorrow.
Oh, I hate that. Don't say it. Man, I hate that.
That they are calling every Republican tonight and telling them, look, be there.
Be there. We don't care if you're in the hospital, no Zoom call. Bring you by ambulance, they will be there. And I hope and pray that no Democrats will cross over to try to assist them. Because what Fred Durst was saying, this is nonpartisan. This is not Democrat versus Republican.
Okay.
So you hit it on the head. They, you know, lawyers got this thing where they always say, it's a race to the courthouse. Whoever gets there first. The Republicans will be there. And of course, you know, it's quite interesting. I know you've covered all this stuff. This Justin Pearson has been so impressive. I'm sure he has ruffled some feathers, even within his own ranks. You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And you know, jealousy can be a mother. I'm gonna say it nice.
Yeah.
So he's been so impressive. He's very articulate. He's on the issues. I think Barbara Cooper would be proud. What do you think? I think Representative Barbara Cooper, the late Barbara Cooper, would be proud.
Well, here's the thing. You know, Barbara won re-election from the grave.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Justin hasn't been there 90 days yet.
I think it's been less than that. Think about it. He was sworn in on, I think, March the 27th.
Okay.
Nothing could happen until after, I think, you know, when the final law, he was there, but they had to even assign him committees, so they couldn't take him away. They gave him his privileges, but he doesn't even have committees. They couldn't take him away.
So am I correct in they have deactivated?
Listen, man, they telling me, and I hadn't seen it, they couldn't even get in the building to go to their offices. And then you got state troopers everywhere trying to escort you.
Okay.
It's a hot mess. But I think, though, the older people that have been there, like Representative Gloria Johnson, I think her big thing is losing all those benefits. She was on MSNBC tonight and later was asking questions, and I could see her just thinking, look, everything that I work for is gone. But the cause that they're talking about, I always hear you say this, the integrity of the cause cannot be underestimated. So I respect them for that. And, you know, a lot of people telling me, well, it's not what you do is how you do it. I agree with that. But I think that they were so fired up in trying to get the Republicans who control the House and the Senate to address this whole thing about the gun issue. And I know you know this. 2 of those people that were killed were Governor Bill Lee's wife's best friends. You do know that. That's where she used to work. Okay. She was a substitute teacher there. Governor Bill Lee's wife used to work at Covenant. Okay. And 2 of those women were her best friends that were killed.
Okay.
So now it gets attention. Am I saying it right? When President, what's her name? When Jill Biden came in town, she addressed that. And the Democrats want to deal with it. So it puts us in a rock and a hard place. You know, people will say stuff behind the scenes, but man, I think we have to stand with represent. I think Justin Pearson has so much promise. I think he means well, and I think he did what he felt like he had to do. I was talking to people yesterday. He spoke at the Civil Rights Museum. A lot of my colleagues and politicians, they were saying he really didn't want to talk about an apology. He is not, none of them. They're not going to, I think they want an apology. They're not going to apologize.
Well, from what I'm hearing, and I don't know.
I think you're accurate.
People are telling me that he has been somewhat overly aggressive.
Yeah, I heard they were one scenario I heard they were in a meeting and it was very aggressive, and that Representative Larry Miller had to sort of put him in check. We all go through the same thing. Come on now.
Yeah.
We all been through it.
Yeah.
He is young. Things you do now, you didn't used to do when you started that radio station. Come on now. When you started, if you could look back and change it, we would have changed a lot of things. I know I would have. The only thing I'm saying is I think I wanted some older people like you and Fred Doris and Judge Ernestine Hunt Doris just to pull them aside. Come on now. And just talk to him and say, not what you did, right? You feel what I'm saying? What would you tell him if you had to? What would Barbara Cooper be telling him, Representative Cooper, right now? You can't do it that way, son.
I would tell him to go back and look at the history of blacks in the state legislature and remind him that his name is not John Ford.
Man, what you said.
Okay.
Who could almost do anything up there. Am I saying it right?
Right. John Ford.
You preach it. John, you better say it. People don't want to give him his due. Could do anything. Okay?
John Ford had more power than
any
black that has ever been in that house. Okay? He had
could get it done.
Yes. And the Republicans worked with him and
they respected him.
And did. He had more power than when his brother Harold was there.
When I was there, John Ford and Lois DeBerry, you work with Lois, were the two most powerful persons, not black, not female, Lois DeBerry was Speaker Pro Tem, and John Ford had his own, I think he's like on the Finance Committee.
Yes.
He's, black men on no damn Finance Committee, and could go to the Speaker and get stuff done for white folk and black folk. Brought more money to Shelby County and West Tennessee than all of them combined. Think about that.
Yes.
Hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions. So I wish, when I was at the April 4th Foundation, everybody was saying, do you know him? Can you talk to him? Like you asked me earlier, I don't have that kind of relationship. I respect him. I know you know him through the media and through radio and all this kind of stuff. But you've got what they call, despite everything, bedside manners. You may have to use a few choice words. Yeah. Everybody knows you. But you're helping him. And if we don't do that, then, man, we're derelict in our duty. We're derelict in our duty. And we got to do that.
Well,
but I'm like you. I think I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be up all night. I think that they're gonna try to do what they can. I wish that Governor Bill Lee would intervene. I'm hearing that Lexi Carter, new chair of the Democratic Party, she's heading up there now. She said they're gonna try to pull out every stop they can. They got a bus going. And if they're involved in that group, the Democratic Party is paid for. The bus ain't even full.
Okay.
I was gonna drive my car, but no. When Fred told me, he said, make sure I tell everybody, they're trying to make it a nonpartisan effort so they can get those other Democrats. I hope there's one member of the Republican Party who will have the heart to say, give these two young men and this veteran lawmaker another chance. I just don't think, what I'm hearing, I guess I can say it, that is, I'm hearing that they're mad about Trump. That's what this is all about. This is payback. They're mad about Donald Trump, and they want to send a message.
Well, I mean,
y'all got one of ours using a black man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to come back on y'all. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, when you got to deal with legislators that wanted to bring hanging back.
Man, please. How come they're not trying to oust him?
Okay.
Come on now. And the other man, what's the other man that had the 22 sexual assaults? It took them 2 or 3 years to get rid of him.
Yes.
And they didn't get rid of him until the Attorney General said, it's time for you to go, bro.
Yeah.
Okay? And then now the truth ain't been told. They better be glad you're not at 92Q in Nashville.
Man.
They better be glad you're not up there. Because you be in all the asses. I already know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just crazy.
I've been expelled a long time ago because I'd have cussed their ass.
Well, you know, my thing is, you know the situation. Mm-hmm. You're trying to get stuff for District 86. I'm just not sure that's going to be Philly territory for him. Mm-hmm. I hate it. I mean, that's the longest district in the state. Goes all the way from Corn Lake to Millington. And you know, Representative Cooper, she was a master at getting stuff for her district. She was, I mean, her district, you helped her a lot of stuff. I did too. So I disagree. People say, oh, she turned over her grave. I don't believe that. I think she's really proud of him. I think she would just tell him, let's chill for a minute. We got to go about, you know, it's more than one way to skin a cat. So you just got to realize that. I'm going to get out of here. I will keep you posted. Yeah, don't forget to call Fred. He's at redistricting meeting right now. He said he got both of your calls. He's over there with D. Harrison and him at the city council.
I'll be up late tonight when I get off.
Yeah, they set him up. He ain't going to be available until like after 10. They doing the redistricting. He was telling me they had some cut-ups over there. Then they go back, I think, tomorrow. All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, Brian.
All right. Thank you, man. Bye now.
There is no way that expulsion will not happen. I look at the young man, Mr. Pearson, with his 1972 or 82 big afro. And I think back to John Ford. When John had his big afro back in the day. But John Ford, go and cuss you out on the floor. But he was able to bring that money that was needed to Shelby County. Gun control. The Republicans in this state are more concerned about drag shows, female impersonators, than gun laws. In this state, in this city, we are going through some dreadful things with leadership. And as Doc Harrison says, especially when we look at Memphis now, we don't have any time for on-the-job training. We've got to make sure that the people that we elect, this is 2023, city council, mayor, and all of the other elections in the city race. And let me give you something on city races. City races are nonpartisan. Nobody that's running for a city office, including the mayor, is running as a Democrat or a Republican. It is non-partisan. Somebody said we don't need leaders, we need helpers. Helping us doing what? See, if our leadership wanted a demise in crime, they have the authority, they got the power. There are laws on the books. But they keep creating laws that make it easier for the criminal. You can stay in jail for 3 days and get out on your own reconnaissance. Give a fuck what you did. And we're going to give you a lawyer. Something's wrong with that. I've talked to and let it be known with a lot of these politicians that's running. Willie Harrison is doing something right now that no one else running for office is doing. And he doesn't have it to do. I'm running Willie Harrison every day. You know who Willie Wilbert Harrison is. You know that he's the first black elected mayor of this city. You know that he was a superintendent of school. Everybody knows who Willie Harrison is. A lot of these folk that's running for mayor, running for city council, you don't know who the fuck they are. You never heard of them. And they refuse now, it's too early. It's never too early to start familiarizing people that you want to vote for you with who you are and what is your position. Willie Harrison does not need to buy name recognition. J.W. Gibson, does nobody know who you are? And you got the money to be advertising and promoting yourself. You're married to a multi-million-dollar white woman, Miss Buckman of Buckman Laboratories. But you're sitting back, and I'm hearing politicians say, I ain't going to start advertising to 90 days before the election. Somebody asked me today, can Willie Harrison win? Yes. 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 The numbers say that Willie Harrison can win. If you know anything about this thing called politics and you ever followed it, in the 5 times that Willie Harrison ran for mayor of this city, he always carried a minimum of 30% of the vote. And it was a vote of those that were over 40 and black and women. He carried those numbers. He can carry those numbers again. And the more people in the race, the better it is for him. 22 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Let me take care of some business and we'll come back. Somebody says Harrison, after all the years he was in office, should have taken one of these young black brothers or sisters and trained them up to take his place. Sorry, this is bigger than one man. Who the fuck you gonna take? Who are you gonna train? Because see, unbeknownst to many of you, that there are white organizations that look at these young, ambitious Negroes and create classes for the young black Negro and pull him from his blackness to indoctrinate them with the whiteness of the white society in Memphis and what white people want. We are the majority in the city, but we act like we are the minority. I'll be right back.
I love Memphis. I'm a lifelong Memphian. And as you well know, my public service career spans over 30 years in Memphis. I served 12 years as school superintendent, and then the citizens of Memphis elected me for 5 consecutive times as the mayor of this great city. Today, it saddens me to see my hometown in a critical crisis. In fact, it is quite embarrassing. I know after serving as mayor for 17.5 years, I know the type of leadership that our city needs. And please believe me, we need proven leadership. This is not the time for on-the-job training. We need proven leadership. In my opinion, and this is my opinion, as I look at all of the candidates that have announced thus far, there's not a single one that is prepared to give this city the type of leadership it needs at this critical moment in our history. For these reasons and more, I have decided to offer my candidacy for mayor in the 2023 election. You've trusted me with this important leadership role in the past, and I'm asking you to trust me again. If I'm your choice once again, I pledge to serve this city faithfully and to make sure that Memphis is a city that we all love.
All right. This is the one you've been waiting for. This is the one everybody's been talking about. You got DJ Superman. This is the original one I do on the radio on Hot 107.1 with Dr. Harrison. Get the hell out of my office. You want it? Here we go.
Value. Crazy. Value. Lucid. Value. Crazy. Value. Lucid.
Some guy. Some guy comes up to my office with a contrived media stunt, demanding that I come out, and he's very nasty to my staff. How do you think I'm going to feel? Do you think I'm going to be pleasing for him to be in my office? No. I meant just what I said. He needs to get the hell out of my office. 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 He needs to get the hell out of my office.
This is Thaddeus Matthews, and I'm here with Levon. You told me that you've been suffering from erectile dysfunction for how many years?
Almost 10 years.
It hadn't been working properly for 10 whole years.
Right.
Tell me what happened, man.
When I bought some of that Erector coffee,
yeah,
and they cured me.
Wait a minute. You bought some Erector coffee, and the problem that you've had for 10 years was cured.
It went away.
With 1 cup of coffee?
1 cup.
How long did it take for you to feel the effects?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
That's right.
And now you can have sex whenever you get ready.
That's right.
How did your wife feel when you took the Erector?
Surprised.
10 whole years.
10 whole years.
So you're telling my audience that Erector really works.
It really works.
yours wasn't working for 10 whole years correctly.
That's right.
And you took 1 cup of coffee, of the Erector coffee, and now it's working.
It's working.
You've been using these Viagra's.
Viagra, which I'm going to throw away now.
You're going to throw these Viagra's away?
Throw them away.
Was there any side effect?
Yeah, on that.
Side effects with Viagra. But did you have any side effects with the Erector?
No whatsoever.
Would you recommend that any man that has an erectile dysfunction problem get him some Erector?
I would advise him to do it now.
This man's not ashamed. He had a problem for 10 years having an erection. 1 cup of Erector coffee, and now he's a happy man. How many days will it last for you?
3 days.
You sure you done worked it for 3 days?
3 days.
3 days it worked for you?
That's right.
And you finna go and get you something now, ain't you?
Still going strong.
Still going strong. That's Yvonne. And we're gonna make sure that you stay erect with Erector.
Get it, y'all.
If your soldier won't study war no more, I mean your erection is dead. Well, for $10, go by Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd, and let it live once again.
Memphis and the surrounding areas, Regroup Upscale Thrift Boutique has opened in the heart of Fraser. We carry many name brands ranging from various sizes and styles, with new arrivals of clothing, accessories, gift items, and more, with pricing starting as low as $3. All the proceeds help empower the Husband Institute Boys Mentoring Program. So come and shop at Regroup Upscale Thrift Boutique, located at 3754 North Watkins. Great prices, great people, great products.
This is the Cussing Pastor. You know, are you looking for good furniture to just relax in, or a good mattress to roll in the hay with, or as the young folks say, to get busy in? Well, the place to go is 901 Home Furniture and Mattress, located at 7215 Winchester Road, right across from them other folk that you can go see what they got and come across the street and have their deal beat. At 901, they have every type of furniture piece that you need. They got recliners, they've got sofas, they've got end tables, they've got everything you need. In fact, if you want to put some nice pictures up on the wall, they have that at 901 Furniture and Mattress. One of the biggest features that they have at the 901 is a massage and vibrating chair. It reduces your stress and your anxiety. It eases your back and your neck pain. It even improves your sleep and increases your circulation and range of motion. And ladies, I bet you never had a vibrator this big. At 901, they have mattresses of all types. And I'm talking about name brand mattresses and beds. Ooh, I like this bed I'm in right now. It's vibrating. And guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, any position you want the bed to be in, any position you want to be in, you need to go to 901 and get this mattress right here, or get any of the best mattresses that they have. The best prices on furniture and mattresses is found at 901 Furniture and Mattresses. In fact, when you come in and tell them that you listen to the Thaddeus Matthews Show, you get the Cussing Pastor discount. Just spin the wheel, and wherever it lands, you get a discount. Remember, credit is not an option. You can get approved for up to $5,000 credit, no matter how bad your credit is, but we hope that it's good or fairly well, but you're still going to be accepted at 901. No credit is needed. So when you're looking for good furniture or a good mattress, the only place to go where you get the best discounts is 901 Home Furniture and Mattresses. They're located again at 7215 Winchester Road, or give them a call at 901-279-8279. That's 901-279-8279. Do you need a custom designed t-shirt made for any occasion and you don't know where to go? Well, you want to call D2G Screenshots, owned by my good friend John Olam. John specializes in direct-to-garment printing. You can put anything on a t-shirt that you can take a picture of. You just snap it, send it, and wear it. No design is too hard for John. John will fix your t-shirts up in a matter of days and have it back to you. Whether it's for your business, whether it's for your community organization, whether it's for your girls' night out, whether you've got a motto or a theme that you want the world to know about, John Olam and D2G is the place to go. In fact, he's been doing the Cussing Pastor t-shirts now for a number of years, so I strongly recommend him. Call 279-0434. That's area code 901-279-0434. John got you.
Hi, I'm Tanya Jones, the chronic pain coach. If you or your loved ones are suffering with chronic pain, then this message is for you. I've been a nurse for 34 years, and after suffering with my own chronic pain, I took matters into my own hands. I began a journey 2 years ago to develop an all-natural pain rub, and now my on-demand pain relief rub is helping so many people across the country to manage their own pain. If you're ready to break that chain of chronic pain, give me a call at 901-300-6858 or go to my website at www.ondemandpainrelief.com. You deserve better. It's time you lived your best life. Make that call.
Tanya Jones ships nationwide, or visit her in Memphis, right across from the Agri Center, 200 South Germantown Parkway, Bay 102, Suite 14. Call her for an appointment at area code 901-300-6858. That's 901-300-6858. It's about to be prom time, graduation time, grooms and brides. Don't you want to ride in style on your special day? Then ride with three-way limo service. They are bonded and they are licensed. Three-way limo service gives you all that you need: safety, reliability, comfortableness, and style. Whether it's the presidential Cadillac limousine or the Beast, or it's the party bus. Yes, whether it's your church event, whether it's your school event, whether it's a jump off at the concert or at the casino, three-way limo is the only way to travel. Call them right now. 901-584-7277. 901-584-7277. You know, eating is one of the things I love to do, and soul food is one of the things I love to eat most. And when I'm looking for soul food, just like you need to go to Shop and Save in South Memphis. I don't give a damn what part of town you live in, you need to go to 1499 South 3rd. I'm so damn glad I'm here to cut this commercial. Look, I'm gonna get me, hello, it's so much here. I'm gonna get me some of them candy yams, some of them beans, some peas, some greens, some baked chicken, some of them wings, some of them turkey legs. Hell, I'm gonna get all of it. You can get whatever you want to eat. In fact, if you need breakfast, they serve breakfast from 6 until 10 o'clock each and every day. And if you brothers need some of that thing that keep your thing working, this is also a place that you can pick up your erector. You know, I ain't supposed to have no sweets. But don't tell nobody. They got cheesecakes, all kinds of cakes. Oh, my favorite, banana pudding. Shop and save, $14.99.
Hey guys, don't forget about your bedroom therapy. It comes in coffee, honey, and capsules, and it works every time.
Come to Shop and Save, Memphis Best Soul Food.
The following names and photos are persons who have committed crimes in Shelby County and missed their court dates where an elected judge has issued a warrant for their arrest. These individuals have also jumped bail with A-plus bonding company, and the co-signers are now liable for the entire amount of the bond which they signed for. Latasha Ward, $10,000 bond. Felicia Thompson is the co-signer. Darian Davis, $7,000 bond. April Jeffries is the co-signer. DeMonte Sandoval, $10,000 bond. Jakikia Lawson is the co-signer. Monterio Tony, $13,500 bond. Mercedes Leak is the co-signer. Remember, co-signers are liable for the total amount of the bond. Is a crime to harbor or not report the whereabouts of any fugitive if you know where they are. There is a reward for any information that leads to the custody and the arrest of these fugitives. Call 901-730-2499. 901-730-2499. That's A-plus bail. You need some extra money? Then become a bounty hunter. Yes, become a bounty hunter. Did you know that after you miss a court date, a bonding company has to pay a bond completely off in 180 days? Well, Clark Bell Bond Company at 558 Poplar Avenue is looking for Terrell Cannell, and there is a $500 bond on his head if you can turn him in or call them and tell where he is. Jennifer Richardson, they're looking for you too. There's a $1,000 bounty on your head. Your bond was signed by Doe Angela Johnson. Doe Angela Johnson, you do know you're responsible for this money right now. Call John if you know where either of these persons are at area code 901-949-5470. Get yourself some lunch money, some dinner, some school supplies. Tiger Bonding Company, located at 311 Exchange, downtown Memphis, has clients who have gotten out of jail but refuse to make their court appearances. Thus, their bonds have been forfeited and a judge has issued a warrant for their arrest. Tiger Bonding Company needs your help and has a monetary bounty on the heads of those who are missing. And you can earn yourself some extra dollars by calling their company and turning these individuals in. Cypron Pre, $250 bond. Marquez Ballard, $1,000 bond. Skylar Maxwell, $500 bond. Eric Davenport, $500 bond. Jocks Holden, $250 bond. Gregory Reed, $500 bond. Anquan Harris, a $1,000 bond. Earn yourself some Easter money or some bill money by calling Tiger Bonding Company and putting these people where they belong back in jail. And remember, if you are the person that signed for their release, you are liable for the entirety of the bond, not just the premium. Call Tiger Bonding Company right now and get yourself some munties.
All right, we are back. Woo! Well, it takes those commercials. I have to play the commercials. That's how I make my munties. You bonding companies, y'all need to contact me. Contact me tonight when I get off the air. I'll be off in 17 minutes. I'm going off there on time. Don't forget, if you're looking for your long lost pappy, mammy, grandmammy, baby's daddy, and you want to pay to find them, that's all you need to do. Put a bounty on them, baby. Earl Jenkins, I don't want to talk about no goddamn Trump. Man, fuck you and Trump. What? Why the fuck you give a fuck about what's going on with Trump? I don't give a fuck. Let's talk about Trump since it's open conversation. Fuck Trump. And all the little Trumpettes. Shit. But it is open conversation. 901-231-9239. If you got something on your mind you want to talk about, are you a fugitive or you know what one of these fugitives are, call me. 901-231-9239. Those numbers you hear me calling off is what the bonding companies will pay you if you give them good information where these people are rearrested and brought to justice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Coca-Cola is bad, bad, bad for you, Dr. Matthews. Stop. Corinna, this Coke good to me. Fuck you.
Caller. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yes. Who is this? Who is this?
This is Bessie.
What the fuck you want, Bessie?
Bessie.
What you want?
Because I had called you Bessie.
Do what?
I just want to know, I want to know how can I get in on your chat live? How you get in the comment on it?
How you get what, baby? Where you get? You want to know what, baby?
You know how you read in the comments? How you join the how can I get on your comment?
Bessie, are you watching me right now?
Yes.
Then Bessie, why don't you just make a comment?
Yes, I'm watching.
Why don't you?
Yes, I'm watching you right now.
Why don't you go down to the bottom of the page where it says chat?
But when I hit, it said Mm-hmm.
Bessie,
Go ahead, Pastor.
have you had a nip tonight?
No.
Huh?
Go ahead, Pastor. I hear you.
If you on,
No.
oh God,
No.
Detected near your location.
make yourself a profile, and then just do it. Then just comment under your profile.
Hit the bottom of the page down here.
I don't know. Ain't you got some grandchildren or something that can help you, Bessie? Shit.
It said create a channel to join the live chat. That's what.
It said what, baby?
No. No.
Bessie, what does it say at the bottom of your page?
It said create a channel to join the live chat.
Then do that. Do what it's telling you to do.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay, and then I'll be able to get on. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Pastor.
All right, Bessie. What did you want to write down, Bessie? What did you want to say?
It's just that I look at you every night, and sometimes I be want to comment on the situation.
How old are you, Bessie? How old are you, Bessie?
Years old.
You how old?
63.
63?
I'm 63.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, if you're 63, you ought to be able to do it, Bessie.
Yes.
All right, Bessie.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wait till you get off the line, because if I hit it now, I might jump you off this, and I don't want to do that.
You'll fuck up something. Yeah, don't fuck up that. All right. Oh, bye, Bessie. You make me think of that cow. Bye.
Okay, Pastor, I want to let you know I love you, Pastor.
Okay, baby.
Pastor, don't call me you take a cow.
Do what? Oh, Jesus.
Call from
Karina.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Go ahead, Karina.
Hello, Dr. Matthews.
Hello, Karina.
I'm so happy that you're doing better. So happy that you didn't get too injured during your accident. Happy birthday, Dr. Matthews.
Thank you.
Well, the reason for my call is that I was wondering, now when all these people pay for the initial bill, they got a piece of paper telling them that they have to that whoever they're bonding out has to report to court, and if they don't, they have to pay the whole fee. Now, stating their name on national TV like you do, is that sort of like a warning, or do they get a letter through the mail to tell them to come and pay it, or how does that work?
Well, I'm calling their names. First of all, the bonding companies pay me. Okay. It's to let them know that there is a warrant for their arrest.
Yes, I understand that.
Okay. And you need to fix the situation with the bonding company. Because the bonding company is going to have to pay not just the premium that you paid to get out of jail, but the bonding company is going to have to pay the total amount of the bond. If you get out on $100,000 bond, the bond was to assure the court system that you were going to be on your best behavior and come to court. If you miss court, you forfeit your bond, and the bonding company, who only has a premium on you, it's like insurance, now owes the court system the total value of your bond. That's the $100,000.
Ah, okay.
You have to pay. They have to pay the $100,000.
My goodness. And do you think most of those people who pay those bonds are aware of that?
Do what
when you're paying this bond?
When you pay the bond, what?
I mean, okay, let's say that I go and pay a bond for somebody who's in jail. Now, the bondsman tells me that this person has to return to court, and I tell this person, the person I'm bailing out, you must return to court, or else I will have all these fees to pay myself. Now, most of these people that pay this bond, I mean, I'm sure they know what these people are. Why not report them and get their money back?
And to harbor a fugitive is a felony. Okay? If you know where a felon is and you do not report that person, it's called harboring a fugitive, which is a felony. And felony charges.
So they are able to be in trouble also. My goodness. Well, I'm learning a lot watching. I like to watch serial killer shows, but to know from the bonding side to the bail side is something new. So thank you for all that education, Dr. Matthews.
Have you ever signed anybody's bond?
No.
Okay. Don't sign nobody's bond.
No, I don't. No, it's very scary because I've heard you say that somebody put up their house for their child.
Yeah, because see, on a certain amount of bonds, you got to put your house, your property, everything up. If you've got a family member or a friend that commits a major crime, and let's say the bond is $200,000, $300,000, you may pay the $30,000 premium, but if that person does not go to court, you owe the $200,000-$300,000.
My goodness.
If you're not able to pay it, well, they come to get the house. It's their house then.
My goodness. And that's the kind of high bond I wanted those killer cops of Tyree Nichols to get. I wanted them to have high bonds. I'm just so disappointed in them being free and roaming the streets and living their life.
All right. I got a call coming in, Karina. Let me take this call. Yeah.
Dr. Matthews, stop with the Coca-Cola. Drink some water.
God damn it, I drink what the fuck I want to. God damn it.
I want the best for you, Dr. Matthews.
Fuck you.
Stop with the alcohol.
Fuck you.
I adore you.
I like Coca-Cola, bitch. Don't tell me not to drink no Coca-Cola. You better be glad I ain't got none of my Hennessy up here. I do have some of these little shots things up here. Okay. Oh, God. Damn. Don't drink no Coke. Bitch. Let's have a toast. Ah. Shit. Y'all do know I read all y'all comments, don't you? Some of y'all some dumb motherfuckers up. Oh. Corinna, you trying to get blocked off my page.
Accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yes, who is this?
Tristan.
This is who?
Tristan.
Trixie.
Tristan.
Who?
God dang.
Sound like motherfucker Tracy. All right, what the fuck you want, brother?
Man, I was just calling. Yeah, I enjoy your show. I watch your show every
what?
night. I got a proposal for you.
Is it gonna make me?
I'm sure your fans will enjoy it.
Is it gonna make me any money?
It might.
No, I don't talk about mites. Is it gonna make me any money?
Well, it'll probably get you some more viewers, which will get you some more money.
What is it, brother?
So you like to take Friday nights off and stuff, and you got a lot of material. I go back and watch your old shows when you're not on the air. So I think you should start on those nights you take off, start making some where are they now videos, or put together a compilation of old videos where you fucking crazy motherfuckers back.
You know, I really don't give a fuck where these people are, brother, that I did these old shows on. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. People tune in to see what I'm going to do or what I'm going to talk about. They don't give a fuck about me going back and pulling shows from 5, 6, 7 years ago. If you want to do that, man, go back to the YouTube pages and look for your damn self.
Well, it was just for you. If you don't want to, it
ain't gonna make
it's fine. I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan of your show, and thought that'd be good for people who enjoy your show.
But that ain't gonna make me no money right now. That made me money when those shows were running. The people that were advertising then, why would I want to play? They're not paying me now. Why would I want to play their commercial now?
No, I'm not saying play that commercial.
If I go back and
So,
man, how
listen to what I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
no, and I really don't want to understand. If I go back and play old shows have commercials in them. If
No,
I
I'm not
run,
saying
if I run those
play old
shows
shit.
with those old commercials in, I'm making money for those businesses. That's past money that's been spent, and I'm looking for money right now, brother. All right, you wasting my goddamn time, man. Bye.
You just though you.
Oh.
Hey, man.
Hey, Fred. I see I missed you a call from you.
I can't hardly hear you.
What's up, man?
Oh, shit. You tell me, man. I'm just trying to survive, man, in this city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your people, man. Your people. That's all I can say.
Don't get these motherfuckers to me, Fred. Shit. My people.
Oh, Lord. I don't know what that is, man. I'll tell you. Every day making it hard to want to stay in this damn place, man.
Man, you know, what's going on, Fred? And I'm looking, you know, Brent and I were talking about an hour ago. And we were talking about this expulsion. And I really believe that is going to take place.
That's going down. And it's bipartisan. They're going to have white Democrats to vote with them.
I think
and they announced Monday, that it's bipartisan. So they already count the votes. They have 75 Republicans, 25 Democrats. But the Republicans announced Monday that it will be bipartisan, which means they at least have one white Democrat voting with them.
Okay.
I mean, the kid, you know, I think he was saving status. Let me tell you this. And I think some of his biggest problem was the people that were trying to talk to him, especially ones up there, he had no respect for them.
Okay.
He might accept the fact that he had the seniority, but his position, and you probably can understand this, that, hey, you just like me. You might be here longer than I am, but I'm going to stay representing, you'll stay representing, so ain't too much you know.
Okay.
You can try to chastise me on. Mainly because it was issues outside of a bill. You know what I mean? Right. You might listen to Jay Holloway, Larry Miller, Joe Town, and play to how to file a bill or something like that. But when you start dealing with the issues about like the dashiki and disrupting on the floor and all that stuff, and talking out of turn, not understanding Robert rules of order, he wasn't about to hear all that. You know what I mean? So that's another problem he had. And second of all, I think he's very self-serving.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, and I'm gonna be honest. I like him as a young person. At my age, we got to turn the baton over to some people. He has the energy. He can articulate well. You know, as a good-looking kid. But somebody got to teach him how to win. Okay, and his ego and that self-serving attitude is blocking it. Okay, and I'm saying blocking in the sense that, you know, he was the face on the activist side for the pipeline, but he didn't get it stopped. It was Barbara Cooper got it stopped.
Right.
Because he could not vote a damn thing, right?
Right.
And it was her using her years of seniority up there, the respect they have for her as a senior person, and her ability to hang as long as she did as one of the longest serving one. That's what got it done behind the closed door, where your ass wasn't even allowed to be in the building. So, you know, you can be the face, but understand the name of the game and how it's played. That's number one. And then my thing is, anywhere you go, if it takes 50 votes to help you to get something for your people, and you to fit the first one, then your ass needs to have a different approach. You can't go up there isolating everybody because they don't give a damn about you. Just got sworn in on March 27th, officially winning.
Okay.
I mean, they appointed him to the position because of the primary. They had nobody in the June, but he still had to get to the June to legally be the representative, which was March the 27th.
Well, Fred, this is what I always say when people come to me about why we don't educate these young folk to take these positions. Is because most of them don't listen.
That's true.
And most of them think that their degrees and the white folk that they've been around prepares them to do this job. I had never heard of Justin Pearson before the Pike situation. And I knew that Barbara Cooper was behind that, not Justin Pearson. And I think that this radical move and this radical activism mindset is going to destroy him politically. Because I look for the Republicans in the morning to expel him and the two other Democrats. The numbers don't make sense. So here we write back. The county commission can reappoint him, or they can hold this thing out until the session ends and run him again in 24. He can run again in 24. But when I see the bullhorn, somebody had to be prepared. You ain't just walking around with a bullhorn in your pocket.
Lightning has been detected near your location.
But this is the thing that really pissed me off about that.
Okay.
About teaching him how to play the game. He didn't even have the Black Caucus on his side.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying, if you're gonna do it as an African American guy, and you gonna say, look, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna do this here, but I need your backing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? When they did that stuff down in Texas, they all left the state of Texas so they could not be served, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And checked in hotels. But they still could have been expelled, but by the time they finally got to that point where they had got fed up, they went back to work. If you remember correctly, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, your position is, if you want to be the one on the floor to do this, you got to meet with the Black Caucus, let them know you're going to do it, and let the Black Caucus, when they start talking to him, decide they're going to walk out and get expelled also. But you didn't even have that blessing because you didn't meet with them, tell them it's going down, like you said.
So
you just got out there doing that shit self-serving. And then, you show up and they played a trump card on his ass when he got up with the dashik, and the white boy went against him for it, right?
Uh-huh.
And he said, look, he said, I came into this chamber when I first got on there without a necktie. And Louis DeBerry, bam, that was it. He said, you can't disgrace this floor coming in without a tie. He's been wearing a tie ever since because she was right. So it wasn't like we saying this. He said, the queen of the damn thing, which happened to be the black female, chastised me as a white man and pointed out to me, this is where you make things happen. This is business here. And like, damn it, you're going to come in wearing a necktie out of respect for what you're here for. Now, how can you go against him with the dark sheet? And this white man had already said, Louis DeBerry told me I got to wear a tie, and I don't wear a tie ever since.
Okay.
So my thing is that you tell me, hey man, look, you got to give me whatever the number is, right? Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna do nothing till you do that. If you want to dribble dab, okay, I'll do that. But it ain't gonna be aired until I get the $1,000. You set my rule.
Okay.
And you tell me you don't give a damn what I said. You know, he'll do it till you get the damn the thing that you say. You hard on that. You know, I can bring all the blackness I want, all that to do it for the black people. You say, man, I got to pay my bills.
Right.
So I'm saying, don't act like your ass don't know the rules. You know, and I might have to say, hey, Status, take this check and deposit it Monday. They Wednesday this week, but can you hold it to Monday? You say, yeah, and I started Monday when I leave the bank.
Okay.
I'm saying, that's it. When they're in charge, they have the rules. You can try to negotiate it, but why would I get upset with you and I'm representing my client? I ain't asking you to do no ad for Fred Doris or Doris and Social. I'm talking about getting the ad for Janet Washington, Jamita, JB, whoever the hell they are.
And you and I have been there in more than one occasion where you'll tell me, I represent this client, I got their money, but hold this money to this day or that day, then your check is going to be good. We've been able to do that because we understood what the game was. My game was to get paid. Your game was to represent your client who paid you their political dollars. And one thing I've always said about you, Fred, is that no matter who you represent as a political consultant, you always bring me some dollars and cents to the table.
Thank you, man.
And you don't leave me out. And if you call me and said that needs to go like this, I know you and trust you enough to believe that Fred Doris ain't gonna lie to me.
You ain't caught me in one yet, have you?
I ain't caught you down yet.
And we talking about what, since 1990 when you opened your first fund down on Fairview
and we worked. You got anybody you representing in this city election as of yet?
No, I ain't got nobody yet. Now I'm gonna keep, you know, if Jana and JB and Cheyenne get opposition, you know, I'm gonna have to stick with them, but I ain't picked them out of nobody new.
Okay.
I'm trying to work on this Mayoral thing, man. I'm trying to get some people together and see can I get some of them to consider looking at, you know, trying to win as a race and seeing who's the best, most elected one. But I'm not trying nobody to get in or out. I'm just trying to find out how can we sit down and talk as black people and see what's best and see can we come with some kind of conclusion. People convention is not going to work because that's, you know, the formula is wrong. I know in hell, I'm going to get out because you brought 200 people and I brought 50. And they're going to tell me, and I'll say, shit, you stacked the deck. Ain't no way. That's no consensus for me. You see what I'm trying to say?
That hasn't worked. What was the year? 1990, 1991?
Yeah, 91, yeah.
When we had the very first People's Convention. But we had people involved then that wanted what was best for black people.
There you go. That was the common denominator.
Now we got people that have an agenda. So, you know, I've already told people, I am not going to be involved in any People's Convention. And you bring 100 people, and I bring 25, and the one that brings 25 got the best qualifications. But because you stacked the debt, I'm supposed to get out? No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
And we saw that a couple of years ago, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
These very same folk. So I hope that Fisher comes up with a different idea, and all of these people that's running for the mayor's position, that somebody will sit down and say, can I really win this? Do I have the dollars and cents? Do I have the plan that will take Memphis to the next level? And if whoever is running is not
Well,
talking about,
I'm gonna try to get that accomplished.
yeah, if they're not talking
I'm just
about,
letting you know I am working on it.
okay,
I am trying to get that accomplished using that same report, just like you said. I'm not telling nobody who should or should not get there. Obviously, if you want to ask me to deal with some figures or what I think, I would do that, but that's not the intent. The intent is sit down and let's all discuss where we see Memphis going in the next 5 years or 10 years or whatever. Because you know what that is, you and I sitting across the table, we might say, damn man, you know, we had the same vision, right?
Right.
So then if we had the same vision, instead of us splitting the vote, why don't, you know, let's see which one of us the most electable type of deal. And we, you know, look at that kind of way and then say, okay, well, Anthony, you got the most of the votes. You know, you got the strongest base. So I tell you what, I'm gonna drop, I'm gonna support you. I'm getting out, keep on splitting the vote. And when you win, look at, you know, I'm a golfer, you know, I love playing golf. Can you give me the directorship of the golf of the parks? You know what I'm saying? Because I can handle my pet peeve as a director. I don't have to be the damn man.
Right.
You know, and it's still a 6-figure damn job.
And can we sit down and I might not can be the mayor, but can I be the director, like you said, over parks? Can I be the head of the utility company?
Yeah, whatever your pet peeve is.
And,
you don't have to be.
And I bring my people and my numbers to you. I bring my base to you.
Yeah.
But we don't.
That's the approach I'm going to take.
But Fred, we don't look as black people and people in politics. We don't look at it that way.
I know. I know more. Maybe surprised. I done talked to quite a few of them.
Can I get my agenda? And there are too many personal agendas in this political race. And some of the people I see want to be mayor. Come on, what's your qualifications?
Yeah.
I look at these females that want to run for mayor. Come on. Come on.
And I did. I told her, look, come on, you got to clean up, girl.
I mean,
so I told her I did, you know, because I helped her as a representative. Look, you got to clean up. Come on now. You can't wear this red hair, pink hair, whatever hell look to my running.
Who got some
to be
red
the first female and the first black female.
Who got some red hair?
That's not going to happen. These women are not going to allow you to represent them like that. I mean, we have to be honest with each other, okay? I mean, and she'll thank me for it. She said, I got to let it grow out. I said, hell, let it grow out. I don't know what you have to do. But, you know, you got to get rid of that. Now, I'm not saying I'm supporting you, but I'm not going to let you make no fool out of us as black people looking like that. You know what I'm saying?
I know that wasn't Karen.
Because you know, Karen, I tell everybody in a minute, you know, I don't need to be running against me. I'm still going to tell you, hey, man, you need to clean this shit up right quick. Some of my candidates get mad at me. Why you telling him how to do that? I said, because he still represent us.
Yeah.
Don't that make sense, Jeff?
We got to do a conscious forum. Can you really win? It's not enough that you have the desire to run for office, but can you win? Are you winnable? Do you have a platform? Do you have a strategy? Do you have a team? And most of all, do you have the finances? And if you ain't got the finances, you might as well not run. You can't run for mayor of Memphis and you ain't got but $100,000.
Tell me about it. Especially if you don't have no name or no base to help offset the other 300,000 you're gonna need.
you got to pay. And I was telling some candidates, I said, you see me running Dr. Harrison since January. I said, one thing that Doc don't need is he ain't got to buy no name power. Everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
He just keeps it on your mind that I'm running.
That's it. And Joe Brown did the same thing. He put some signs out, and he's the next person that don't need no. He could run a 60, 90-day campaign.
Yeah.
But he got his signs out. I said, okay, Joe. Like you said, putting it on their mind.
Somebody was telling me about JW. I said, the average citizen does not even know who JW Gibson is.
The average citizen don't know 8 out of the 11. Well, 7 out of 11. The average citizen don't know them.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, they don't know Paul Young. They don't know James Harvey. They don't know J.W. Gibson. They don't know this Hall kid. And they don't know the McKissick girl. And they don't know Carolyn Campbell. Now, the political people might know them, because some of them, all of them been elected officials. But like I said, the general public don't know them. Okay, they know Reverend Keith Norman. They know Van. But the top 2 is Dr. Harrington. Well, the top 2, Dr. Harrington, Joe Brown, and Warner. I mean, by now, that's the top 3. And then you got Keith Norman coming in 4th, and then Van Turner coming in 5th.
Is Keith going to get it in the race?
Yes.
You really think so?
I met with him. He said he's going to meet with me and try to discuss this issue about how many in there and what we can do to narrow it down. So he coming to the table. Now, I don't mean he's going to stay anyway, but he's coming to the table because he's running. He got to be there. If you're running, you got to be there.
So
that's all I'm telling you.
You're saying James Harvey going to run too?
Yeah. And James got some white votes, man.
Huh?
I think James got some white votes, and I think James gonna be just off the record here though. I think James gonna be the black Republican. I think he's gonna take the black Republican vote from Bonner.
Okay. But black folks don't know who James Harvey is.
Yeah, but some white people do though.
Yeah.
So I think, but the white guy gonna win the race if you look at it from a racial point of view. He can win with 22 to 28%. Because you got 11 blacks splitting the balance of the black vote.
Yeah.
That's just too damn many. It's just too many. Because all of them have a base. They might not be as large as some, but all of them have a base. That's the other thing. Everybody name I call have a base. Okay? James Harvey been elected for, I get to just remind him. J.W. been on county commission, I get to remind him. Keith Norman, chairman of the Democratic Party, one of the largest churches, and working for Baptists. Then you got Karen Campbell. She's a state representative. She got a base that she don't do nothing but pull her 5,000 votes from her district. The McKissick girl just got elected on the school board. I don't care if she got about 6,000 votes. They still her base because they voted for her.
But
they might not, you can't say she didn't vote for a mayor, but I'm saying everybody that's running has a base compared to like Willie Jaycock, who didn't have a base. You see what I'm trying to say? Prince Mongo, those kind of people. These people have a base. They small, some are real small, but they have a base.
But Mongo had a base. I mean,
that's why it's so important to find out who the most elected and bring your base to make up the big base. Am I right?
Even Jerry Lawler, when Jerry Lawler ran for mayor, he had a base.
That's right. And when you have a base, you can hurt. You might not have enough to win, but you have enough to hurt the other person.
Well, and in the mayor's race, it's winner take all.
That's true. But we got to work on that real seriously, man. We can't afford to give up. Look at, they got this, the blue whatever thing. The white people want to stay in charge of that. They're trying to finish the hotels downtown. White people want to stay in charge of that. They're trying to finish George the Tumbly Park. The white people want to stay in charge. There's too much going on that white people want to give up. They don't want to give it up. And they're going to win it two ways. Either Frank Corbett, the white boy. Remember, the first thing they tried to do was get Strickland extended to a third term, right?
Right.
Okay. And then when Jeb in his wisdom, man, tried his best to get that 50+1, and that doctor girl voted against him, and they played. I hate this to my heart, but the white people saw it happening. They said, okay, y'all blocked us from getting Strickland a third term. We can't let y'all have it because if it has 50+1, you're not have to be talking. Because 50 blacks can run, and only the top black versus the top white will be in a runoff, right?
Well,
but they knew this. They knew this was going to happen, and that's what the 50+1 was designed to do. And they knew that. If you were sitting down there, you saw how they was calling Work Morgan in an hour or so after the meeting come in, so they can have enough votes to block JB. You know, and when they cut their deal with her, saying we'll appoint you if you vote against the 50+1, and she did. I mean, you know, it's blind ambition.
Well,
you know, Easter Combs right now today could not believe it because she voted for the girl to be on there, but thinking that the girl from a black point of view were going to vote for the 50+1. After you go look at the recording, look at the look on Easter Combs' face, like, what the hell have I done? Okay, but it's too late. You know, and then you know what? And then the white people come out and say, "Oh, we sure made a big mistake getting our own, but we got what we wanted." Because they really upset about the staff issue, but they said, "But we got what we want." That's all they care. That's all they care. They got what they want. They stopped the 50+1. And here we are right now tonight, Daddy, with 11 black people running, and we don't have no way to screen them down unless we can find some kind of way to get them to come to the mass.
Well,
where a runoff would have done it. Y'all run and made it whoever the top dog, the white man plus whoever top dog black be in a runoff. And then everybody has to fall behind them. You see what I'm saying? But there's no mechanism. We don't have no primary or party type mayor over thing. It's nonpartisan.
Well, I told some people that this race is Willie Harrison's to win or lose.
That's thumb down.
Huh?
I said thumb down is his. And anybody's a fool not to think so.
Yeah. See, when you go back and I know that you know as a political consultant, I know you know that every time Willie Harrison has carried at least 30% of the vote. 30% of the vote,
black vote,
black vote, and over 40.
Overall, he coming in 18 to 22. Overall, depends on the turnout. So you on the right number, but he don't carry his percentage of the blacks.
And the more
it's just when you add the white that the percentage comes down.
The more in the race is better than Harrison. It's best for Harrison.
Yeah. But you know what? When you want somebody to say it out there in the community, and you know, and that's why I get a lot of my feedback. That's why I keep telling people why you're so important to me as a consultant, because your people give a hell of a lot of good feedback. And now that Bobby O.J. gone, because he was second to that, you know, you really on top for getting the feedback. Nobody else get the feedback. Stan Bill, nobody don't give a damn what they say. And they got Bill Johnson kind of in a box, okay? But she can, when she called for it, when she pushed for it, she can get it. But you get the feedback. And here's what the feedback is saying: they're gonna vote for Dr. Harrington because when Dr. Harrington's the mayor, they can sit on their front porch and they have to worry about getting shot.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to black people?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. They don't give a damn nothing about the doctor. All they know is when Dr. Harrington was the mayor, I could sit on my damn front porch and go about getting shot. Now you can't do nothing without getting. You get drive-by, all these little punks driving by, shooting at you, killing you in your car with the stick eight driving. They are scared as hell, but they know. But Dr. Harrington was mayor. He had crime, but they were safe with the kind of crime. It was restricted and it was a small amount. Because the type it is, this ridiculous shit.
And we do
you see what I'm saying?
We do know he will fire a police director, don't we?
Oh, hell yeah. In a New York second. And everybody else is here in Boston.
He fired 3
Hey,
police directors.
he would tell a white man in a minute, beat me down on the blacktop. And then he'll tell another one, and a punk bone in my body. He did it as a superintendent. He did it as the mayor. Shit, that boy. And that's what black people need.
I think.
And he can talk to the gangs.
Yeah.
Him and Joe Brown now, they can do that. You know, they can go any damn way, you know.
But you know, me and you both know Joe Brown cannot stand toe to toe with Doc.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying those are the only two out there who can go and talk to these young thugs and these gang members and the wannabes. They can stand up on the corner and talk to them because them guys respect those dudes.
Right.
They respect those dudes now. Okay. Can you see JW trying to make that conversation? Hell no. He definitely got to hire him a CAO, a police director that can do the poll. I think business wise though. I think JW is a good candidate. I told him I just don't know how we're gonna get past that white female wife though. They're gonna do him like they did Ricky Wilkins when he ran against Steve Cohen.
Do you think that JW having a white wife is gonna hurt him?
Yeah. It's not gonna hurt him financially, but it's gonna hurt him for the black female voters.
Okay.
Especially giving them black female other choices.
Okay.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Did it make sense what I just said?
Okay.
Yeah. They got plenty of choices. They got plenty of black men they can vote for other than him. From Doc all the way down to Paul Young. Just go down the list. So they don't have to give it to him. If he was the only one though, then they probably would. Especially getting an alternative between him and a Frank Corbett.
Well,
Frank Corbett's a Republican and white, it's nonpartisan. So Frank Corbett's out there saying the right stuff, man. He done gone to all the black major debate. He walked in and said, "Let me in, and I will get rid of the chief of police." Not bite his tongue, because he know that handwriting in the street that chick had to go. Anybody else would have been to let her go in other city.
Yeah. Yes. She going. I don't care who gets elected. Nobody's going to hold on to C.J. Davis.
Oh, you and I pretty well know that.
We know that if Doc becomes mayor, she gone.
Yeah. Well, JW kind of hee-hawed on it the last two times. That pissed me off. He kind of hee-hawed for some reason. Joe Brown said she gone. Frank Corbett said she was gone. And the McKissick girl said, if it was done today, I would say she had to go, but I would still love to talk to her before it happened, kind of deal, give her a chance. JW, he said he was going, he didn't say she gone about me. So, somebody got to get to him and let him know, hey man, feel the pulse of the community and stand on that.
Yeah. And Van, I look at Van, and we both know how he's associated with being with Crump. And this
but he only that because of being the president of the NAACP.
Well,
my wife is the co-chair.
Okay.
And so that's why he used my wife as a co-chair.
Isn't Crump using Van?
Hello?
Yeah. Isn't Crump using Van's law firm as his Tennessee base?
No. He just got him. If you know, he always introduced him as the chairman, president of the NAACP. He's still using him, but his role more so as the president of the NAACP because he needs that kind of organization here in Memphis to help him fight his fight and everything. And I'm not knocking it, but Van and his firm is splitting up. Him and Kevin Reed.
Well, I look at how if you're working as close as you are with Ben Crump, Crump doesn't have a Tennessee license.
Yes, he has. We sworn him in. Judge Higgins swore him in. He passed the Tennessee bar. He's licensed in Tennessee, but he don't know Tennessee. That's why he picked people like my wife to be the co-counsel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he does. We swore him in as a lawyer to actually practice in Tennessee.
Who? What judge?
Judge Higgins. We did it in her court because she go to the conventions and he was familiar with her and everything. Yep. We did a nice little swearing-in ceremony in her court.
Okay.
Yeah. And she would always stuff going on in Tennessee. Hell, if you're a good lawyer, you ask me to come to Memphis and get it. with Bono over there with all that stuff going on in the jail. Unofficially, I think it's 12 people that died under his administration. Yeah. And I used the term died now, and I said they got hurt, through the jail or nothing. But all of them being investigated. You see what I'm saying? I mean, and he used to play big boy politics now. See, he was safe over there running, like I said, as the only black in a sheriff race against a white Republican, a white period. Because like I said, blacks who didn't even like him can support him as the only black, right? Mm-hmm. But when you start going up against people like Doc, Joe Brown, Keaton, even then, your ass got to come some me.
Well, my point is this, Fred. As long as they can pay me, that's, and I'm sure as a political consultant, that's where you're looking at too. As long as they can pay for your knowledge, your skills, and the doors that you can open and the doors that you can close, that becomes the.
You're so smart. Yeah.
And I tell them what I do is not a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're gonna pay them white boys, you're gonna pay me. Okay. And I know the numbers that I carry. I know that everybody in Memphis know who I am and watch this show. You may not watch it every night, but you get your finger on the pulse of what is going on when you watch this show. So I'm looking for some money from all of them. And them that don't pay me, well, they'll know it. They'll feel my wrath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Already I'm doing my little fundraisers for my candidates. I got one coming up at the end of the month. You have to come back for a Jana, so I can start getting my money up, so I can start making my down payments and stuff.
Yeah, because she will have opposition. She will have opposition. She will have opposition.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm gonna start negotiating this month, making arrangements, saying I'm coming. Yeah.
Tell her to get her money.
I got Jana fundraiser on the 27th of this month.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be ready, so I can make sure I'm ready come 1st of May. I can make payments. I'm gonna still be asking y'all to support them and wait on me. I'm coming.
So
yeah.
is she waiting till 90 days out before she starts pushing her race?
Huh?
Fred.
Yeah, man.
Is she gonna be one of those that's gonna wait till 60 to 90 days before?
Oh no. We starting in May.
Okay. Well, just call me when you're ready, and we'll do what we need to do, as we always do it.
Man. Now I'm starting this month to set it up. You be hearing from me, and everybody else, the guys who's doing the balance, everybody gonna be hearing from me this month.
Okay.
I won't know until May who, if anybody gonna file against us. I've had some rumors, but I don't care. I'm going for us anyway.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna tell you what I know. She will have opposition.
Huh?
I'm gonna tell you what I know.
What?
She will have opposition in that race.
Oh yeah, man. I expect that shit. But I tell you something else though. And I try to tell people,
Uh-huh.
you know, pick a race where you really have a chance of winning. For us, the odds are in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
Even the best of gamblers have special dealers they like. They have, that's what you call superstition. Mm-hmm. They have certain tables they go to. Yeah, out of all the tables in Las Vegas, the professional go to the same table.
Yeah.
They sit in the same chair because they try to put the odds in their favor now. Mm-hmm. And what I'm saying is to say, if you look at why would you want to take on somebody that have won in a special election, especially, 30 days almost, mm-hmm. with 52% of the vote. I mean, you're going up against a hell of a situation to try to take 50, take a person from 52 coming down. Most of the time when that happens, it's the candidate that take themselves down like a Berlin board in the AC ward. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
They bring their own self down. Okay? But normally an incumbent that got those kind of figures, it's hard to take out, i.e. Steve Corn. Because then when nobody said that man averaging 60% every damn time. Yeah. Victor Wilson came the closest.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying, you can take him on a personal basis, or you got to have a damn good reason that you think you can do it. But you got to go in there thinking, how much money gonna take for me to bring this man down? I got to take 16 damn points away from this guy. My argument of who I am might just take 3 or 4 out of that 16. But what are it going to take for me to take away 16? So, and then you have to look at the style of the race. She beat the Ford name, right? Mm-hmm. And that's cool. 2 political family names, and she beat a Ford name. Well, we know which Ford it was, but it doesn't make no difference. Mm-hmm. The name was there, and she defeated without a runoff. I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Then she beat a female community activist. Okay, you can replace all the community activists you want. Mm-hmm. You can bring them on, but the female activist situation did not win it.
Right.
Okay, so who in the hell you gonna get? She controlled the Divine Nine. AKA gonna go with her against her. You probably ain't no Delta and all them because they're in the same group. She one of them.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, do you have the kind of money to do it? I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm saying I'll be trying to find open races if I was new, or if I think I had anything going. And the money gonna be blocked. You tell me right now, who in the hell gonna invest money against that woman and this is her first year and she just wanna run off? A November damn runoff and she's still running. That's what I'm trying to say. Who gonna invest the money against her? Nah, that's just not gonna happen. I mean, and that's why I tell them, when people come to me, I say, look, hey, I'm prepared. That's why if I'm still talking to you, trying to tell you, hey, take care of my candidate, I'm coming. I'm talking to everybody got a ballot. Hey, save a spot for me. I'm coming. He might not select me based on who run against me, but I'm first to be talking to because I'm talking now and everything else. But I can sell more than, in situations like this, non-policy, you can win those seats, as you know, with less than 50%, right? Like the mayor seat. Am I right?
Right.
So you can run in that kind of race. I mean, so I'm saying if somebody won a seat and they didn't get 50%, yeah, you can jump in on them. Because you can say, I can take the votes against that they didn't get, especially if all the votes total against them is more than what they got too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I can get in this race because I can overcome those kind of percentages. But when you try to I'm telling you right now, because I've done it. When you go up against some damn people when they're over 50%, you got to tell somebody, why should I fire this person? That's the campaign mode. Why should I fire this person? And people in Memphis, especially black people, don't do that. They do not fire us. We can fire ourselves, but they don't fire us. Think about it. That's why Doc stayed 18 years. All those people who stay until they put term limits in there because nobody would vote nobody out.
Right.
Mayoral Larry set his ass down there. Didn't do a damn thing for us. But nobody would vote him out because, nobody made the argument why you need to fire.
Well,
and then you got stupid reasons, like you said, why you just being black is not enough to fire Steve Cohen, you know. And then he said, well, he hadn't done nothing for us. Point to anything he's done for us. But he hadn't done nothing against us neither.
Okay.
Oh, shit. How can you win with somebody like that? And our wife ran for juvenile court against Kenneth Turner. Oh, you know, she'll get in there as a black woman and everything, and she won't be hard on them people that Kenneth Turner make my baby daddy pay his child support. Then my wife said, but that's the same damn judge who turn around and take the same child and put him in jail.
Okay.
I mean, she did. You said, you give me names and I show you where he turned around and arrested him, put him in juvenile court or send him to the as an adult. They're making the daddy pay for him while their ass sitting in jail. What kind of shit is this? Well, that's some black people, like you said, man. I'm talking about Memphis black, you know. So I'm just telling you, that's where we are.
Well, friend,
I'm waiting on anybody. I don't give a damn. You know, when some people come to me, man, somebody going to run against Johnson. You know, I mean, he's talking to people out in the street and all that. I said, I don't care. I don't. Because I know what I had to do with Ricky P. I know what I got to do with Thomas Long. If Greg Graham come in, not saying they're going to be with me, but I know what I have to do because I did it because they did it first time. I know what I got to do with that. Okay? So you know, come match me. That's all I'm saying. But your ass can't come to me broke. I don't give a damn what you're thinking about.
That's right.
Shit.
Fred, I gotta go. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Okay, then. I love you, man.
I love you too, brother. You call me.
But we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Okay. And call me when you need me on your candidates.
Okay, then.
All right, man. All right.
All right.
That's my good friend Fred Dodds. That's the only political consultant in Memphis that I trust, and I don't care who he's handling. He makes sure they bring me $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8,000. I don't care who it is, and I can respect that. We've been doing business, about 20 years. I really don't want to talk to nobody else. Yeah, who is this and what do you want?
Hello?
Yes, who is this?
Yeah, I want to know, did you have insurance on your car?
Do what?
Did you have insurance on your truck?
Why you worry about my truck?
No, but I'm saying you ain't got no car yet, you ain't got no rental car. We trying to see if you had insurance.
How you know I don't have a rental car?
You ain't got no rental car, man. Did you have insurance?
Yeah.
What's the name of your insurance company? Because I'm trying to get some.
Sir, the telephone book is full of insurance companies, brother. If you want to get some insurance.
Nah, what insurance did you have?
Sir, you don't need to worry about anything about me.
Say what?
You don't have to worry about me at all, sir. I'm taken care of. I can't understand you, brother. So you don't have to worry about me. Okay, well, call. The telephone book is full of car insurance. Call, brother. I can't hear you, brother, and I don't have you on speaker. Do what now?
You know, I called United Baptist Church and asked them did they ordain you. Then they said they ain't ordained you.
Which United Baptist Church?
I called United Baptist Church on Harrison Street. They said they were familiar with who you are, but they never ordained you. You was never ordained with their church.
United, the pastor that ordained me, he dead, brother. That pastor's dead. They may and they may not. I don't know, brother.
They said they didn't ordain you, bro.
Okay. Well, bro, you know, every night you call me concerned about me.
Power on. Connection.
I don't have to talk to you, brother.
Call.
You're nobody to me. Why would I want to waste my time
You ain't
talking?
nobody to me too, man. You ain't nobody. I'm just telling you.
What
I'm just trying to put your lives in order, man. Them folk at United Baptist Church say, we ain't no dang no daddies, man, do you? But you used them and told me you did. So why you lie like that?
Sir, I don't know what ruckus. The pastor, Reverend Freddie Travis, is dead.
The pastor, it don't matter if the pastor dead or not, brother. The church has records. The pastor don't die with the records, man. You all right?
So I don't know what ruckus that church has. Miss Travis died last year. So
I don't care if Reverend Travis died. I don't care if Miss Travis died.
Sir, you call every day.
The church got records, man.
Sir, you
all
call
you gotta do is look in there and see your name in there. What did you say?
You call
died.
every
so
day.
You took the record to the grave with him?
You call, yeah. That happens in a lot of churches. When the pastor died, all the records go with him.
You just lied, brother.
Okay.
United,
brother, have a good night. You call every night concerned about my business. I wonder why. Did I fuck your mama and she put you up to it, brother? Come on, brother. I don't know you. And you call every night, want to discuss my personal business. And again, I have no knowledge of who you are. Oh yeah, 421-0532. You call almost every night. So let's trace that number and see who you really are. 901-421-0532. Make sure you join me in the morning. It's 9:55. I've been have 3 hours. Damn. Okay. Join me at 6 a.m. in the morning. Well, I do this goddamn thing like it's supposed to be done. Nothing but the best in blues, Southern soul, and classics. 6 a.m. If you're in Memphis, AM 1600 WMQM, or go to your TuneIn app and put in WMQM, or if you want to stay with me until 10 a.m., put in WAGR 102.5.